Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw, live from Pontiac, Michigan. What a combustible night we have for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The main event is the final of the Raw brackets of the King of the Ring. Tyler Breeze takes on Batista. But we are going to kick it off with some singles action here as Plan A accompanies The Miz to the ring. We saw Moose versus Seth Rollins last week get torn apart by Kevin Owens. And subsequently now, Kevin Owens is going to get a little piece of The Miz as well. These two men have been somewhat caught up in the middle of the whole Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins issue. We've of course seen Mick Foley take Seth Rollins under his wing as Seth Rollins is on a pursuit to find a brand new finishing move after Mick Foley says he should do away with the pedigree. It has a bad stigma, and I understand that Foley and Seth Rollins have been hard at work on finding a brand new finishing move for his protege. But here's a man who has no frills. This is a guy who is all business at the moment, Kevin Owens. He has been a menace to society lately, getting involved in all of Seth Rollins' business, and they go one-on-one at King of the Ring next week. What a pay-per-view that is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. This, of course, the final stop for the Raw brand before King of the Ring, as Kevin Owens makes his way down to take on The Miz one-on-one here tonight. He has just been relentless, absolutely ruthless as well in his pursuit of getting his United States title back that he lost of Night of Champions at the hands of Seth Rollins, who used the curb stomp that then was subsequently banned after Kevin Owens filed a dispute over the result. But as the curb stomp wasn't officially banned at the time of Seth Rollins using it, the result stood. But now Kevin Owens gets his rematch at King of the Ring, but he has the small speed bump here of The Miz. Two men stare down here and lock up in the middle of the ring here. Miz immediately taking the back. Also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the tag team champions are in action against the Vaudevillains. We're going to hear exclusive comments from Brock Lesnar at the combustible elements we saw at the close of last week's show as well, between Dean Ambrose and Batista. Brock Lesnar, of course, coming out. There was a backstage altercation between he and Shinsuke Nakamura. Brock Lesnar addresses several issues here, but you can see Kevin Owens already showing a little bit of arrogance. Usually that's reserved for The Miz here, who takes him down. Of course, Plan 8, Quinn Oyunaka, aka Moose. He's got about 3 nicknames. Always at the side of The Miz. Always an ominous presence as Kevin Owens backs The Miz up into the ropes. Trying to get involved here. Oh, God. Right hand there from Kevin Owens. Also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Nia Jax has a major announcement regarding King of the Ring and her Women's Championship. We've seen so much chaos surrounding the women's title. Nia Jax will clear it all up there as Kevin Owens, just an open hand slap to the face of The Miz, who's certainly not taking a backward step here, unless he's forced, just like that, into the corner. And Kevin Owens trying to assert his dominance over The Miz, who just has a receipt for Kevin Owens and a slap. And The Miz stepping forward here against the former United States champion. Locks up again. The referee's going to have to separate these two yet again. And The Miz there with a shot again. And The Miz not taking a backward step. It's good to see. We've definitely seen The Miz cower away from a few situations, but he's here tonight. He's here to wrestle. He's here to fight. Takes the arm of Kevin Owens. Wrenching on the shoulder of Owens, who gets separation, but perhaps the damage already done as The Miz takes a headlock. Kevin Owens, though, says, nah, we're not doing that. Now Kevin Owens sends him all the way to the outside. Very typical Kevin Owens style, getting out-wrestled. So he takes it to the outside and gets things down and dirty. Kevin Owens already just throwing The Miz onto the concrete floor here, that exposed concrete. There's only padding so far. See Kevin Owens taking the boots here to The Miz, and look out, a clothesline right across the throat of The Miz. Gets him to his feet here. Owens with a huge right hand and another right hand. out. Both men just trying to get back into the ring here. Miz just trying to get it back in the ring, and Kevin Owens just set straight back to the outside. So the Miz, perhaps a few mind games here with Kevin Owens. See now, the Miz now. What's this? No, wait a minute. Look out! Oh my God, a shoulder breaker on the outside. And the Miz has come to fight here. This is not the Miz that we're really used to seeing. The Miz would usually run away from a fight like this, but he's standing up to Kevin Owens. Perhaps he sees the opportunity here at the potential for a United States Championship shot down the line. Shot to the back of Kevin Owens. And you see Owens hooks him up. And what's this? Just a... Oh, no. Oh, no. He's packaged up the Miz here. Oh, my God. He dumped him right down on his head. A brutal move from Kevin Owens. Lays out the Miz, and that may have just turned the match all the way in Kevin Owens' favor. The Miz back to his feet, but taken off with a German suplex. And Kevin Owens has taken control due to that brutal move. And now the Miz is in trouble. Cover by Kevin Owens. That could be enough. And just a 1 count. So the Miz showing some toughness here. Kevin Owens dumping the Miz on his head twice. And here comes the Miz. Showing some fight now. And the Miz turns him around with a neck breaker. Got to say, I'm impressed by the Miz's performance here. Perhaps buoyed by the fact that Kevin Owens doesn't have anyone at ringside. But here's a front face lock DDT. Front face lock DDT from the Miz. Signature maneuver into the cover. Referee in position 1. Got him 2. Doesn't get him. Kevin Owens being sternly tested here on the eve of King of the Ring and his rematch for the United States title. And the Miz getting aggressive now. He smells blood in the water here. And the Miz now hooks him up. Skull crushing finale from the Miz. Oyonaka's beside himself here. The Miz into the cover on Kevin Owens 1. He's got him 2. Miz with an enormous upset. No, Kevin Owens stays alive. I thought the Miz had him with the skull crushing finale. But Kevin Owens still trying to fight, but the Miz is staying on him here. The Miz is in control of the #1 contender for the United States title. But here comes Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens somehow maybe just working on instinct here. Sends the Miz into the corner. Sets him up in the corner. And Owens with a shot. With a shot to the Miz. And look out. Cannonball from Kevin Owens. Cannonball from Kevin Owens. Gets Miz back to his feet. Shot to the midsection. And Miz in trouble. Pop-up powerbomb from Kevin Owens into the cover. 2 and 3. And Kevin Owens puts away a plucky Miz, who put up a hell of a fight here. Didn't back away from the fight as we would usually be used to. But it's Kevin Owens who picks up an important victory and gathers some momentum on the road to his rematch at King of the Ring for the United States title. He didn't cheat. I mean, he used the move that's in his arsenal. It was legal at the time, but Kevin Owens with some strong words for Seth Rollins on the road to King of the Ring. Well, hang on a minute. It's Mick Foley. And we've seen, of course, as I said at the top of the show, Mick Foley has been mentoring Seth Rollins to try and find a new finisher and find a new edge. Perhaps a more extreme edge. And Foley, it looks as though he's got something to say to Kevin Owens. The referee's in the ring. Make sure nothing goes down here. Some praise for the Miz as well. Kevin Owens shoots it down straight away. Well, Foley says he reckons Seth Rollins has something pretty special. Disrespectful is Kevin Owens. Mocking Mick Foley's love of Christmas. And Foley says Seth Rollins is bringing something he's never seen. Wow. Kevin Owens says he's not afraid to end Seth Rollins or Mick Foley's career at King of the Ring. Some very, very stern words from the former United States champion, and we are on a collision course, ladies and gentlemen. King of the Ring, Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the United States title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight in the main event, we have Batista versus Tyler Breeze, but we caught up with both men to get some exclusive comments, and we start with Tyler Breeze. He says, the only thing better than beating Ryan last week, the guy who beat John Cena, that old uggo with his horrendous cargo shorts from 1999, will be defeating the heinous Batista. You see, Ryan couldn't handle the pressure last week, and neither can Batista tonight. I will show the world that you can be both beautiful, which I am, and dangerous. Back in the arena, ladies and gentlemen, and we have some tag team action after those strong words from Tyler Breeze ahead of the main event tonight. That, of course, is Tyler Breeze versus Batista in the King of the Ring final for the Raw side of the brackets. But right now we have some tag team action as the Vaudevillains are in action against the tag team champions, the Lone Warriors, Baron Corbin and Sheamus. We haven't seen tag team champions in action since they defended the titles at Night of Champions against the Hall of Destruction, who have been on an absolute mission to try and just get one more shot. But of course we know that this coming week on SmackDown they face the New Day to find out who will face these two men, Baron Corbin and Sheamus, at King of the Ring for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And they are still wearing those horrendous shirts. They call themselves the Giant Killers. After, of course, Sheamus won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Baron Corbin, also a former winner of that honor. And now they claim they are better than Andre, which I still cannot even fathom the amount of ego that it takes to compare yourself. And not only compare yourself, but to actually say that you are better than Andre the Giant is completely farcical. But, however, whether you like them or loathe them, they are your reigning defending tag team champions. You cannot argue how tough they are in the ring and how good of a tag team they are and how well they work together. And then we will be no doubt seeing that on display here as the Vaudevillains look to try and maybe even throw their name in the hat here for a future tag team title shot. Certainly a victory over the current champions would be a good way to go about that as Sheamus shows off his power here. Power slam early on and then takes the neck of Aiden English. They've really yet to announce themselves in the tag team division, the Vaudevillains, and this opportunity has arisen to take on the current tag team champions as they look to build some momentum ahead of King of the Ring. Aiden English now going to fight back here with a Michinoku driver of his own. And English looking to take it to the Celtic Warrior. Of course, the Lone Warriors have been on a tear since defeating the Hall of Destruction, Mark Henry and Big Show at Backlash. That seems like an age ago, doesn't it? Backlash. Now look out. Oh, the hard head of the Irishman laid across the forehead of Aiden English, and it shows how hard Sheamus's head is. If that hurts Aiden English more, because a headbutt is funny when you think about it. You're actually smashing your head just as hard against someone else's. Sheamus showing no ill effects, and Aiden English is in a lot of trouble here as Sheamus with a camel clutch here. Locking it in, just the ruthlessness of Sheamus, and see Simon Gotch trying to get the crowd behind Aiden English here. As he is fighting for his life, fighting underneath here. Hooks him up, snap suplex, might get him a little bit of separation and the chance to get a tag to his partner Simon Gotch, and he does. Sheamus, though, still hasn't made a tag to Baron Corbin, who you would say is probably the heater of the two. He's probably the muscle, even though Sheamus is an enormous man himself and incredibly powerful. Baron Corbin has been incredibly impressive as well. Hence why they're the tag team champions. And you can see Sheamus maybe looking for a tag there. But Baron Corbin has to get out of the way as Sheamus is tossed over the top rope by Simon Gotch, who's an underrated in terms of his power, Simon Gotch. There's no question about that. And you can see there, stocky, smaller man, but he certainly wrestles big. He wrestles bigger than he is, that is for sure. See here, just wrenching on the head of Sheamus here. Showing a little bit of that ruthlessness that Sheamus and Baron Corbin obviously have in abundance. See Simon Gotch here, gets it back in the ring at the count of 5. Sheamus went after Simon Gotch, but he has a million counters, and now with a cravat suplex has turned this match potentially in the favor of the Vaudevillains here. And the tag team champions certainly not having it all their own way. Of course, former NXT tag team champions, the Vaudevillains. See here, Sheamus now picking him up. Oh, Aiden English. That's a second one of those that he's worn in this match. There's only so many you can handle of those, surely. Tag to Baron Corbin. Corbin for the first time in the ring, but a double axe handle right to the face. And that's not the way you want to be greeted, even as the fresh man. And that has rocked Corbin. There's no question. He's slow to get back to his feet. English, though. Oh, Corbin smashes him. With a forearm, sends him into the corner now, and Baron Corbin sets him up. And this is not where you want to be. The high red district with Baron Corbin bearing down on you and on the top rope to get that extra leverage. Back suplex from the top rope from Baron Corbin down into the cover of Aiden English, who spent majority of the time in this match in the ring. Baron Corbin looking to continue to wear away here on Aiden English, but he won't go away. There have been some impressive performances we've already seen from The Miz here, who put up a great battle against Kevin Owens, and now the Vaudevillains taking it right to the tag team champions here as Aiden English now sees the opportunity to get the tag to Simon Gotch and does. Baron Corbin's there waiting for him, though. You had to be quicker than that. Sends him into the corner. Bounces out due to the power of Baron Corbin. And now Corbin hooks him up. Snap suplex. No wasted motion from the Lone Wolf. Shot to the back there. How brutal is Baron Corbin? So Simon Gotch, though, sends him outside the ring. And Gotch deciding that to take this outside. He sent Sheamus outside in the ring earlier. And now he's doing some squats on the outside. So maybe a little bit of ego. Oh, look at that. There's no ego in that. The way his knee bent there. And that's a very smart move on behalf of Simon Gotch to take it to the base of the big man. Take his legs out from underneath him. Cut the tree down, so to speak. But good Lord. Off the ring post, Baron Corbin sends Simon Gotch. And all of a sudden, this isn't where you want to be. When it's not on your terms, Baron Corbin takes it back in the ring. Simon Gotch, quick as a hiccup, got back in the ring as well. But Baron Corbin with some power here, sending Gotch down to the canvas, sucking the air out of the lungs. Gets the tag to Sheamus, and nice tag team proficiency on display here, but throws the knee. And now Simon Gotch, I think he was thinking about going to the top rope, but he bailed on that idea, and that might have been a mistake here. And now, oh, Sheamus with a neck breaker to Simon Gotch. And hesitation can sometimes be the biggest killer inside that ring. And we just saw that from Simon Gotch. Sheamus continues to hammer away here on Gotch. And Sheamus, oh, there's another headbutt from Sheamus. And that took its toll on him. He sort of shook his head after it. And I don't blame him for making the cover. His brains would be scrambled here. Simon Gotch kicks out at 2. Nice competitive outing here for the Vaudevillains. We've seen them get put away very quickly in the past by this team. Tag team maneuver here, going after the arm. And now look out, he went for the big shot, but hang on, Simon Gotch having words with Sheamus, went out after Sheamus. That could have been a mistake as well, because here comes Baron Corbin, sent him into the ropes. Oh my God, the power of Baron Corbin. Sat him straight down into the cover. You can see a little bit of desperation. They haven't been too tested since Night of Champions. Maybe a little bit of ring rust here. Now look out, returns the favor, sends him to the outside. And this one's breaking down a little bit here. Simon Gotch has been isolated for a number of minutes now. Look out, oh God, off the announce table. Look out, Baron Corbin gonna smash his head face first off the announce table, and then a right hand, and then several body shots here from Baron Corbin, just tossing him to the outside. And I think the Lone Wolf may have had enough of this. Baron Corbin dominating him here, and look out, no, oh God, off the stairs goes Simon Gotch, and just like that, we're at a count of 6, and Baron Corbin happy to take the count out victory here over a plucky Vaudevillains. You can see Baron Corbin firing himself up. Simon Gotch back into the ring, barely knows where he is, hooks him up, standing Falcon Arrow. Down into the cover. That'll do it. 1, 2, and no! Aiden English just gets in and saves the match. But Simon Gotch in some big trouble. But look out, Gotch hooked him up and rolled him through. Simon Gotch rolled him through into the cover. 1, has he? Oh my God, he kicked out at 1. Baron Corbin, incredibly impressive. But Simon Gotch staying on him. That's important. Try and keep in this match. You've come this far. Go on and try and win it. Upset the apple cart before King of the Ring. Simon Gotch gets a much needed tag now to Aiden English, who faces off with Baron Corbin, but he walks straight into a backbreaker. Corbin gets him to his feet. Baron Corbin sends him in to the corner, and this could spell the end of the Vaudevillains here. Sends him in, hooks him up, and Sheamus with the boot into the cover. Referee's going to make the count. 1, 2, and 3, and Sheamus and Baron Corbin pick up a hard-fought victory over the Vaudevillains here, but still in very impressive style. And is there a more dangerous tag team finishing move than this? Look at that, Sheamus smashes him in the face with the big boot. Baron Corbin gets rid of any chance of breaking up the pin for the 3 count. And Sheamus and Baron Corbin are tested here tonight, but will head into King of the Ring with plenty of momentum. But this week on SmackDown, we find out who their opponents will be. Make sure you tune in for Hall of Destruction versus the New Day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned at the top of the show, tonight we have exclusive words from Brock Lesnar. He will be backstage with Renee Young coming up shortly. Well, Jason Garrett is in the ring awaiting his opponent, and it's our reigning, defending World Heavyweight Champion Rusev, accompanied by Lana. We have seen Rusev on an absolute tirade since Night of Champions, where he became the WWE Champion, defeating Randy Orton, and then the next night on Raw, he destroyed Randy Orton, and we haven't seen Randy Orton since. Rusev has made that very clear, but that's the way it should stay, and he's here to take on yet another opponent that is nowhere near in his league. And look out, oh no, this is not good. Rusev's dropped the flag, and look out, Jason Garrett's in trouble and gets absolutely cleaned up by that clothesline, and Rusev has this match underway in a spinning back fist. And this is ridiculous. I mean, Who lets this guy get away with this? I know he's the champion. He has certain privileges. But where's an opponent that can actually hang with him? Like, I mean, this is just exhibition. See, this guy is just an absolute maniac. Rusev now hooks him up. German suplex to Jason Garrett, who's from right here in Pontiac, and this is not looking good. See, he picks him up again, hooks him up, and a fall away Samoan drop yet again. And Garrett hasn't even gotten out of the blocks here. Rusev threw his flag down and his title down. Oh my God! Bounces off the turnbuckles. Listen to this guy just ranting and raving, and Lana just loving it, lapping it up at ringside. And Garrett in some really big trouble here. Look at the power of Rusev. I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, we know that. We saw him defeat Randy Orton at Night of Champions, and another one there from Rusev. Jason Garrett has not even got out of the blocks in this one, and we've seen this before. Rusev with the Alabama slam. Then picks Garrett straight back up. And now this is not good. I don't even know what he calls this, but God almighty. It destroys opponents. Garrett has not moved, and yeah, we know that was inevitable, that one. Rusev squashes Jason Garrett, the local competitor from right here in Pontiac. This crowd not really enjoying the fact that Rusev, look at that, and look at the arm just flop down, absolutely nothing. No response from his opponent. We saw him deliver that to Randy Orton at Night of Champions, and that is what won him that title. Lana celebrating with the crowd, and yeah, we know. Very good, very good. Just let's move on, please. He wants another one. You've got to be kidding me. Wants another opponent. Rusev says, I'm not going anywhere until I get another opponent. And this crowd is on their feet. I don't know why they're so excited. They must know something I don't know. And you've got to be kidding me. It's James Ellsworth. This crowd appeared to know who he was. We, of course, saw James Ellsworth. He got destroyed by Rusev not all that long ago, just a couple of weeks ago. And Ellsworth is back, soaking up the applause here from Pontiac, Michigan. You've got to turn around. You've got to focus on Rusev, who just took him out with a belly-to-belly suplex on the floor. And Ellsworth maybe reading his own press a little bit, lapping up the crowd reaction, and Rusev gonna start taking it to him now. And look at Lana. Lana at ringside has those steps. Lana's moving those steps into position here. Oh my God. Rusev hammering away on James Ellsworth. And Lana just placed those steps on the outside of the ring. And now Rusev takes Ellsworth. Oh no. This was a plan. It's almost like it was planned. And Rusev now. No, Rusev, think about it, for God's sake. Throws him into the stairs. And Rusev is just an absolute crazed maniac. This is absolutely outrageous. Somebody get out here, man. Stop this. Look out. Oh, a suplex on the floor. There's almost a stunned silence around this arena as Rusev is just tearing apart James Ellsworth for the second time. Ellsworth can barely get to his feet here, and Rusev hooks him up. And look at this. Look at how he just manhandles him. Rusev absolutely destroying Ellsworth here. Oh, God, that spinning back fist is just vicious. And Rusev gets him back to his feet. Now hooks him up again. Look at the power of Rusev. I mean, Ellsworth, he's a skinny guy, but he's not a small guy by any means. And Rusev just manhandling him. And this is Rusev's second match in a row, if you can even call it a match. It's his second beatdown in a row. And another Alabama slam. And Rusev is just absolutely raging here. This is completely and utterly ruthless from the WWE Champion. It sends down Ellsworth. And for the second time in almost as many minutes, Rusev has picked up 2 victories, but you can't even really call them victories. Rusev has come out here tonight on a mission to send a message to the entire locker room. But I don't know how seriously you can take it. I mean, Jason Garrett and James Ellsworth are nowhere near in the realm of that guy right there, and Rusev. My God. I forgot. No way. No way. He wants another opponent here. And he's not going to get an opponent. He's going to get the general manager. And finally, we're going to get an end to this. Shane McMahon going to make his presence felt here in Pontiac, Michigan, to a raucous reception here from this crowd. Finally, Rusev, this little reign of terror is over. Yeah, that is enough. Referee in the ring. Hopefully separate these two. Rusev so combustible. Oh my God. Shane McMahon saying Randy Orton is not cleared to compete at King of the Ring, and Rusev seems really happy about that. Shane McMahon saying that Randy Orton will be ready for Raw the night after. And he makes it official. Shane McMahon exclusively announcing here that Rusev will defend his title the Monday Night Raw after King of the Ring, when Randy Orton is back fit and medically cleared. Rusev saying he's going to destroy Randy Orton again. Oh, for God's sake, listen to this guy just ranting and raving. And Rusev screaming and look out, look out! RKO! RKO! Randy Orton! Out of nowhere! And Randy Orton may not be fit to compete at King of the Ring, but he'll be ready for Monday Night Raw straight after King of the Ring. Randy Orton lays out the champion with an RKO out of nowhere. Well, I'd like to apologise for the horrendous language there from Brock Lesnar and the disrespect towards Renee Young, but we have to move on here as we have our exclusive statement from Batista ahead of the main event here tonight. And Batista says that Tyler is actually a relative unknown for me, and of course that's a danger. He's clearly got his own thing going on and he's an individual. But then he changed his tone and he said, "I'm being very kind here. The truth is, I don't like the guy. The disrespect he showed John Cena last week has honestly rubbed me the wrong way. Tonight, I'm going to teach him a lesson in respect and show him why he should respect the people who paved the way for him. I just might shove that selfie stick straight up his ass." So I apologise for the language in the last couple of sections, ladies and gentlemen, but Batista seems fired up for the main event. Well, we are about to be joined by Nia Jax, who I understand, as I mentioned at the top of the show, has an enormous announcement regarding the Women's Championship and King of the Ring. She has been in negotiations with Edge, with Daniel Bryan, and with Shane McMahon, all three general managers of all three brands, and they have come to a conclusion. And tonight, Nia Jax will name her opponent for King of the Ring. And what a champion she has been already, ladies and gentlemen. We saw on NXT perhaps one of the greatest women's matches that we've had here on Murph's YT13. And Nia Jax eventually coming out trumps over Tamina Snuka, who certainly didn't lose anything from her performance. Let's listen to Nia Jax's announcements. And well, Nia Jax has announced that it will be Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella in a triple threat match for the Women's Championship. And that's what being a noble champion is all about, and that's something we can't associate with this woman here. Nikki Bella may have just taken umbrage to something that Nia Jax said. A triple threat match announced for King of the Ring. Unbelievable. Yeah, we saw this coming, didn't we? Nikki Bella not happy with the triple threat stipulation. She wants Nia one-on-one. Well, Nia with the ultimatum, saying you two can face off and the winner can face me in a singles match if that's the way you want it. And Nikki Bella probably making the wise decision. But she's definitely thrown the toys out of the pram here. But wait a minute. Nikki Bella not going anywhere so fast. It's the anti-diva Paige, stopping her in her tracks. Backing Nikki up as well. Wow. Are we going to see Paige versus Nikki Bella right now? Hang on a minute. Here's Alexa Bliss as well. A triple threat match right now. And that's true, the bounty is still on her head. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw just moments ago, the launch of 2K17 will see Rusev and Randy Orton face off for the WWE Championship on the very first episode of Monday Night Raw after King of the Ring. That is something you simply cannot miss. And this match is underway, ladies and gentlemen. And look out, Alexa Bliss running straight at Nikki Bella. And Paige just watching on, and you feel like this might be more 2-on-1 than anything. Nikki Bella, of course, still has Nia Jax's bounty on her head, so if you get a pinfall over Nikki Bella, you set yourself up to maybe inject yourself in to that match. And look at Paige here. This is not good for Nikki Bella, and karma can be a real bitch. And so can Nikki Bella. And look out here. This is what I thought was gonna happen. A double DDT. Oh, look out. Alexa Bliss, though. It's every woman for herself when there's a bounty on the head. Only one person can pin Nikki Bella. And look out, that might play into Nikki Bella's favor here. But here comes Paige. Swings around, neck breaker. And this has got combustible written all over it as Paige German suplex to Alexa Bliss. And the anti-diva starting to take control. Oh, what a shot. What a leg kick that was from Nikki Bella. But Alexa Bliss now going after Paige here. My God, this has gotten personal real quick. But Alexa Bliss turns it around. And a suplex. Perfect counter. And Paige now going after Alexa Bliss. You've got to have eyes in the back of your head. As Paige takes it to Alexa Bliss here and now turns her attention to Nikki. Nikki avoids that strike. Doesn't avoid that one, though. And now Alexa Bliss sends her in. Paige, another double team maneuver, whether they knew it or not. But you have to have eyes in the back of your head. Now Alexa Bliss, oh, with a straight shot. No love lost there at all. We saw on NXT, Alexa Bliss was kicked out of the Team Bella and replaced by Alicia Fox in what was one of the most shocking, and that's saying a lot compared to what's happened already in the lead up to King of the Ring here. You can see there, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Nikki Bella. And to say something shocking, here's a cover here. One, Nikki Bella breaks it up. Nikki Bella breaks up that pinfall. See here, look out. Nikki Bella now going after her. Trying to get after Paige here. Turns her around, and there's a inverted DDT, and then a drop kick to the knees, taking her off her feet. Now Alexa Bliss with a headlock, and not again. Again here, we're going to see a double team maneuver. Nikki Bella certainly hasn't made any friends. And Paige and Alexa Bliss, but look out, Paige. Paige grabbed Alexa Bliss here. Nikki back to her feet, but Paige with a Falcon Arrow on Alexa Bliss. And now, oh, look out, a forearm. A forearm from Nikki Bella. Now sends her in, off the ropes. This doesn't bode well for Paige. Oh, she missed the drop kick. Missed the drop kick, but look out. From behind again. You have to have eyes in the back of your head, but look out, Paige went to the top rope, got slung off by Alexa Bliss. And now Alexa Bliss down into the cover. Has she done it? Has she done it? Will she eject herself into the match? No. A spot, if you can pin Nikki Bella, a spot at King of the Ring awaits you. That's as far as I can read into it anyway. And you can see here now, look at the power. Look at the power of Nikki Bella sending her down. But Paige grabbed Nikki and then slung her to the outside of the ring. Getting rid of Nikki Bella, and now she can focus on trying to get rid of Alexa Bliss here. And she's looking for the Paige Turner and nails it. Nails the Paige Turner, this crowd on their feet. Oh, wait a minute, look out. It's Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox takes out Paige, and now she's going to focus her attention on the woman she replaced in Team Bella. And look out, oh my God, Alicia Fox, the newest member of Team Bella, cleaning house here. Alicia Fox and Paige look stunned. They used to be best friends. And a clothesline to Paige from Alicia Fox. Nikki Bella still down at ringside. But look out here from the other side now. Paige just trying to get to her feet. Doesn't see her. It's Brie Bella this time. Bella Buster. Bella Buster to Paige. Slides outside the ring. And look at this. They're brawling on the outside. Alexa Bliss and Alicia Fox. And now Nikki Bella gets to her feet. Paige barely getting to her feet. Nikki Bella was on the outside and off the assist from Team Bella here. The rack attack. Devastating finishing move from Nikki Bella. And surely not this way. Surely not this way. Into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Nikki Bella survives anyone else being added into that match at King of the Ring. And look out, Alicia Fox takes out Alexa Bliss. And they have been going at it hammer and tongs on the outside of the ring. And Nikki Bella is the one who is victorious here tonight. And if that happens at King of the Ring, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be looking at the new Women's Champion. Well, Ryan Lusk stating that he will be back bigger and better than ever after King of the Ring. But it is time, speaking of King of the Ring, for the final of the Raw brackets. It's Batista taking on Tyler Breeze. And we've heard from both men throughout the course of this evening. And they've had some pretty strong words. Batista saying he wants to shove that selfie stick straight up his ass for showing disrespect to the likes of John Cena and Ryan Lusk. Particularly John Cena, a guy who has paved the way for this entire generation of superstar. Speaking of paving the way, Batista is at the forefront of that as well. Certainly one of the biggest stars of this generation, and he's shown why with his advancement in this tournament. So Batista arrives for one of the biggest matches of his career. This could book him a spot in the triple threat match at the King of the Ring, and the winner of that match will go on to face the champion of their respective brand at SummerSlam. Incredible. Incredible opportunity awaits. Batista, not foreign to big matches. Tyler Breeze, somewhat is. It's a clash of styles, but it's a clash nonetheless. Batista looks ready. This place here at Pontiac has come unglued for the Animal. What an atmosphere. Big fight feel here in Pontiac, Michigan. The final of the King of the Ring. As we await the arrival of Prince Pretty. Tyler Breeze, who has upset the apple cart in this tournament. A lot of people expected Ryan Lusk to be in the final here and go through Tyler Breeze, but it was Tyler Breeze who defeated Ryan Lusk clean as a sheet. 1, 2, 3, and he'll tell you all about it if you ask him, and even if you don't. Tyler Breeze walks down the ramp towards his destiny here tonight. Could Tyler Breeze potentially cause an even bigger upset and take out the Animal here tonight? I tend to think not. I think the Animal, Batista, has too much big match experience. He's got too much in the way of titles. He's won championships. He's been in these enormous situations, these high-pressure situations. But that being said, on the other side of the coin, sometimes youth and exuberance can overcome experience because they don't feel the sense of occasion. And I sense that Tyler Breeze doesn't sense the sense of occasion because this is a guy who is totally into himself. He doesn't care about anything else in the world more than himself. So potentially, could that work in Tyler Breeze's favor? And you know Breeze is going to have the speed advantage. But for sure, the power advantage will go to Batista. It doesn't get any bigger, ladies and gentlemen. The final of the Raw brackets here in the King of the Ring. And you can catch the final of the SmackDown brackets. Of course, Dolph Ziggler will be going to that final against Samoa Joe. And then later on in the week, Apollo Crews takes on Hideo Itami for NXT, but it's all about Raw here tonight. As these two lock up in the middle of the ring, you can already see the size and strength advantage will go to Batista, but the speed advantage definitely on the side of Tyler Breeze. There you go, there you see the power straight over. Look at him just monster over the top of Tyler Breeze. So he's going to be fighting underneath for much of this match. What an enormous final this is. What an unpredictable final this is. We saw names like Shinsuke Nakamura that Batista's been through. Dean Ambrose. Tyler Breeze has been through Damian Sandow, Ryan Lusk. Now in the final against Batista. Shoots him off the ropes here. Sends him in, ducks down. Batista, oh, Batista with the speed here. And then hooks him up and over with a hip toss. And the Animal showing that maybe the speed advantage won't be so lopsided. Sends Tyler Breeze in off the ropes, and there's a back elbow. Batista now hammering away on the midsection. Batista gets Tyler Breeze back to his feet here. Not a good situation. There's the power of Batista, who is going to have that on display. That's where he will win this match. If he can keep it slow, keep the pace slow, use his strength advantage, and don't let Tyler Breeze do this to you here. But Tyler Breeze showing some strength there with a Michinoku driver. I'm going to need to put some sunglasses on with his tights. Tyler Breeze, impressive so far. He's always been plucky. He's always been, when he gets into this situation, he seems to thrive. He seems to get a little bit of that white line fever. You get him into a match, and then once he breaks out of, once he loses that selfie stick and that self-awareness, he actually becomes a very dangerous competitor. And he said that at the earlier stages of this evening, when he said he's going to prove tonight that you can be both beautiful and dangerous. And that's exactly what he's out here to try and prove, but it's not going so well here at the moment. There's the quickness of Tyler Breeze. Now showing a little bit of fight here and a drop kick, taking the big man off his feet. Tyler Breeze taking it right to Batista there. But Batista again looking to slow the pace, and that will be the story of the night. Make no question about that. Batista looking to stand over, get the leverage, work away on the neck. Flops the head down of Tyler Breeze, and Batista does like to work that slow pace. Just clinically destroy his opponents. Yeah, there's a shot to the back, just a strike to Batista, and then he just grabs him by the throat and just lifts him up. There's the power advantage of Batista, taking him down with an enormous power slam on the shoulder, down into the cover, and that could well be enough. 1, has he done it? 2, count already. Tyler Breeze maybe rattled by that incredible power of the animal. See here now, Batista just relentless on that neck, and that seems to be where he's honing in, on the neck of Tyler Breeze. See there, oh God, that's a shot right to the neck as well. And now Batista hooks him up at a belly-to-belly suplex. Batista getting the chance out of the crowd here as he begins to move into position. He begins to make his move in this match on Tyler Breeze. Gets him to his feet, but Breeze now with a snapmare of his own. And Tyler Breeze probably needs to take a bit of stock here, but he's not going to get that opportunity. Batista with an elbow counter. Now Batista runs in and spears him out of his boots. Tyler Breeze has barely gotten out of the blocks, and he's going to be put away. 1, got him. 2, doesn't get him. Tyler Breeze shows a little bit of heart. Kicks out of the spear from Batista, who goes right back to that neck. Batista shows that he does have the quickness, spears him out of his boots with those enormous shoulders. And now what's he thinking? Batista going to the outside of the ring here. And I think he's got some sinister thoughts, wants to take apart that announce table, but Tyler Breeze missed him. Batista missed, and Batista, though, comes back at Tyler Breeze. A shot from Tyler Breeze sends him off the announce table, and Tyler Breeze showing some aggression. And this is exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get his head out of his own ass and start kicking Batista's. And that's what he's trying to do here, but Batista slaps that one away. But this is what he's going to do. Getting down and dirty there. Sending Batista off the ring post and the stairs. And Batista seems pretty angry about that. Running straight in, and Tyler Breeze is telling him to bring it on. And I wouldn't be doing that, because here comes Batista, who's going to just send him straight outside the ring again. And Batista is on a mission tonight for Tyler Breeze to learn some respect. And what better man to deliver that message but Tyler Breeze? Ain't going anywhere. Hurricane Runner on the outside to Batista, who is actually in a little bit of trouble here at the moment. Tyler Breeze now sends him into the barricade, and this is not looking good for Batista. And this is the aggressive side of Tyler Breeze we always wanted to see. Stop looking at yourself in the mirror and in your phone and start wrestling. And maybe, just maybe, Tyler Breeze is starting to get the message now. And Batista back in the ring. Look out, a vicious enziguri taking down Batista. Tyler Breeze knocked him out of his boots there. Tyler with a shot to the back of Batista. But look out, Batista gonna look to end it here. Batista hooks him up and down with a Batista bomb. And that will do it. Batista drags the lifeless body of Tyler Breeze away from the ropes. 1, got him. 2. Oh no, he doesn't get him, my God. Tyler Breeze feeling the sense of occasion and coming up big here in Pontiac, Michigan. It's all about survival for the pretty one here. Batista gets him back to his feet, takes him off his feet again, and Batista straight back to that neck area. Smart move from the animal. You can just see the experience of Batista. He knows that he has all night. He has all night to beat Tyler Breeze. There's no time limit on this contest. You can see here, Tyler Breeze has to fight out. And he is showing a hell of a lot of fight here at the moment. But Batista is just overwhelming the plucky young Tyler Breeze. And look out, Batista, shot to the midsection. A pair of them and then one up top. And now Tyler Breeze is in real trouble, thrown across the ring. Batista's starting to have it all his own way here. And what the hell is Batista thinking now? Batista is going to go to the top rope, and he is putting on a show here tonight. Batista with the elbow right across the throat of Tyler Breeze, and perhaps that may be a little bit of desperation creeping in for Batista. What's it going to take to put him away? It doesn't put him away. Batista pulling out all the stops to try and be able to call himself the King of the Ring on the Raw brand anyway. But you'd fancy Batista in a triple threat match. You'd fancy Batista anywhere in the world, in any main event in the world. Tyler Breeze, though, escaped. But look at this. Look at this again from Batista. Just dominating Tyler Breeze. Just beating down Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze just hammered right to the ground. And Batista is absolutely hammering Tyler Breeze into the canvas. And Breeze, it seems like it's just a matter of time here before Batista can put him away. Gets him to his feet here. Batista now hooks him up. Spine buster. Earth-shattering spine buster from the Animal. Down into the cover one. Gotta have him two. And oh my God. Tyler Breeze is sticking around. And this crowd starting to slightly get behind Tyler Breeze a little bit here, I think. You can see here Batista, though, gutbuster. Batista has thrown everything at Tyler Breeze, but he will not go away. And now, gonna hook him up. Hooks him up, and now Tyler Breeze with nowhere to go. Tyler Breeze with nowhere to go. He's gonna have to give it up. Batista wrenching on it. He's worked on that neck all night, and now it could be paying dividends here. He won't give it up, though, Tyler Breeze. And the frustration of Batista tosses him over onto the ropes here, and now puts him over the middle rope, and you can see the frustration of Batista, and right back to that neck. Batista trying everything he can to try and put away Prince Pretty here, but he won't have it. He's showing toughness I didn't know existed within this young man. This could be the coming of age party for Tyler Breeze here tonight. He's wearing a beating. Tyler Breeze has just been absolutely punished by Batista here. And now look out into the corner. Batista sends him into the corner, and he's going to send him into the ring post here, shoulder first. Tyler Breeze has just collapsed on the bottom rope, and look at this, the knee working again on the neck. That's been the story of this match, just being picked apart, and Tyler Breeze should be done here into the cover. Tyler Breeze is in trouble. The journey ends. Oh my God, he kicks out at 1. And Batista can't believe it, so he goes straight back to the neck. But again, the experience of Batista, this is what I'm talking about. Batista has this experience advantage. He doesn't panic in this situation. He just punishes you. And now going straight back to the neck again, and this one hurts the lower back as well. Tyler Breeze desperately trying to escape, and Batista just lets it go in favor of more punishment here. But Tyler Breeze trying to fight back. That's the only bit of offense he's had, is that little punch. And now here he comes again, though, Tyler Breeze. Looking to get something. Has he found a second win? Eye rake here from Tyler Breeze. And now Tyler sends Batista to the outside of the ring. What a performance this has been from Tyler Breeze. You cannot deny that. He's hanging tough, and he knows he can't be beaten on the outside of the ring. And maybe, just maybe, Tyler Breeze's best chance will be if he can get a count out here. But look out, Batista with a fireman's carry on the outside. He's had all the answers here tonight, the Animal. He's done everything in his power to try and put Tyler Breeze away. And now, oh my God, a pump handle slam on the outside. And more shots to the midsection. Tyler Breeze is in enormous trouble. Batista waiting, just laying in wait. He's stalking his prey, and he says it's all over. Make no mistake about that, but Tyler Breeze not taking a backward step here. Sends him into the corner. And Tyler Breeze, what's he thinking now? What's Tyler Breeze thinking here? He loads up Batista, and snake eyes on the top. Brilliant move. May have scrambled the brains here of Batista. 1, 2. Does he get him? No, he doesn't get him. Batista kicks out. Tyler Breeze trying everything he can. Has to use the ring, and that will do it. A spear out of nowhere from Batista. 1. Got him. 2. Got him. Oh my God. How the hell did Tyler Breeze kick out of that? A second spear, still can't put him away. And a forearm and a left hand there from Batista. Lefts and rights, jacks the jaw though. And now Tyler Breeze with a snapmare. Tyler Breeze has somehow survived 2 spears, a spine buster, and a Batista bomb. How the hell is he still standing, let alone in this position here? This is just a war of attrition at the moment. Tyler Breeze has worn the brunt of all of the punishment, but now Batista finds himself in a disadvantageous position. Tyler Breeze just hammering away. This could be a match-winning scenario here for Tyler Breeze. Cut off the oxygen to the brain. Try and make him pass out. But Batista here trying to power out. Elbow. And then another one to the midsection of Tyler Breeze. Another one to the midsection of Tyler Breeze. And now he's going to send him into the corner. And the Animal, you feel like the Animal may have almost punched himself out here. He's absolutely dominated Tyler Breeze. But Breeze will not be denied. He just will not go away. And then he takes out the base of Batista. Incredibly smart move. Desperation cover. Has he got him? No, he doesn't have him. Got a 1 count. Tyler Breeze is staring at the man that he doesn't know how to put away. Tyler Breeze is getting frustrated. Tyler Breeze has been beaten to within an inch of his life. And now look out. Batista. Batista's going to hook him up. And it's another Batista bomb. Number two to Tyler Breeze. Into the cover. 1, 2, and oh my God! The coming of age party for Tyler Breeze here. The main event of Monday Night Raw. The final of the King of the Ring. And this kid is showing something that I don't think anybody expected to see. Tyler Breeze is showing some fight, and then he finds a DDT out of nowhere. He's got nothing in the tank. Flops into the cover. 1, 2 on Batista. No, he gets the shoulder up. Tyler Breeze is somehow in this match. He's somehow in this match. Hooks him up. Back body drop. Back suplex from Tyler Breeze. Now, Tyler Breeze to the top rope here. Tyler Breeze to the top rope. And a leg drop. Did you see the elevation? Did you see the elevation from Tyler Breeze? And a knee to the back. A knee to the back. And Tyler Breeze just may have found a 3rd or even 4th win here. Tyler Breeze drops the elbow. This crowd almost seemingly behind Tyler Breeze here. Trying to will him over the line. They want the underdog. And it's the supermodel kick. Supermodel kick to Batista. And now Tyler Breeze into the cover. 1, got him. 2, Tyler Breeze on the upset though. Batista, but Tyler Breeze, you feel like he's getting closer. You almost feel like he's getting closer here. Went for the right hand. Both men exhausted. Batista's almost punched himself out. Tyler Breeze has worn all of the punishment in the world, but he's still surviving. This place is on their feet here in Pontiac, Michigan. It's all on the line. Who's going to be king of the ring? Batista with a 3rd spear. Batista with a 3rd spear. And Tyler Breeze is laid out cold. 2 and 3. Oh my God! You've got to be kidding me! Tyler Breeze survives a 3rd spear. Incredible. Breeze still throwing. Breeze with nothing left, still throwing. Northern Light suplex, holds it for the bridge. 1, got him. 2, got him. No! Batista kicks out. The longest of 2 counts. Batista still just trying to survive here. Tyler Breeze trying anything he can, but Batista takes him down with a belly-to-belly suplex. Batista got absolutely nothing left. Tyler Breeze, nothing left. He's worn the punishment of all punishments, but it's bottom of the 9th, and Batista has him where he wants him in this submission move yet again. He's worked the neck all night. Tyler Breeze may have to give it up, but Batista, he won't give it up. He will not give it up. Tyler Breeze still just trying to get back to his feet. Tyler Breeze, though, with a reversal. Tyler Breeze with a reversal. Tyler Breeze hits the unprettier into the cover. You've got to be kidding. 2, Tyler Breeze. I don't believe it. Tyler Breeze catches Batista with the unprettier. And Batista has been defeated by Prince Pretty. What an incredible survival battle. And Tyler Breeze has come up massive. And the coming of age party has been held in Pontiac, Michigan. The upset of all upsets. Tyler Breeze has won the King of the Ring on Raw's brackets and will head to King of the Ring to fight for the right to main event SummerSlam.